Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Will. Today on the lathe I have a couple of nice little bits of walnut. I processed this last week, so I've been mad to get a chance to turn some of it. So what we're going to turn today is this. I watched, I think it was Colwin Way turned one a couple of weeks ago on his channel, so I thought it was a cool idea. So I said I'd give it a go. So this is a bit of spalted maple. So just a simple egg cup on a stand with a little holder. So nice just for transportation and for storage as well. So that's what we're going to have a go at today with this piece of walnut. So this smaller piece obviously is going to be egg cup. This is going to be our tray, and this is going to be our stand, our handle. So I'll start off and I'm not going to turn all 6 egg cups, I'll just turn one and you'll get the general idea. So yeah, I'll start with the egg cup. I'll just put these to one side. I already put a little tenon on it just to speed me up a bit. It's a piece of walnut. It's just 4 inches by a little over 2 1/4. That's nice and secure. So when I'm doing the egg cups, because I'm doing 6 and I want 6 of them similar. So I'll be using a couple of calipers. And also this guy here, this very near calipers. So I already turned a few. So as I said, a couple of calipers. So I have this one set for the bigger section, which is the top. I have this one set for the diameter of the base, and the veneer calipers is set for the overall length. Just helps you get them all similar size. So now we'll get to turning. So first job is to find the correct diameter here. So the second diameter I need is for the base. And then I have the very near caliper set for the length. But first of all, I'm going to throw up this face. Just with a spindle gouge. And now I can mark the overall length I need. So now, that's the three main measurements I need. The overall length, the width of the cup section, and the width of the base. So width of the cup section, width of the base, and the overall length. So I can take away some of this bulk material now. Use a spindle roughing gouge if you want. That's what I'll use. So now at this stage what I like to do is hollow out the inside while I have the strength of the material here. So for this I'll be using a spindle gouge. This is a 1/2 inch spindle gouge. So I'm just starting in the middle and just back hollowing it out like this all the way. Because once I'm in centre I can just plunge in slightly and then just back hollow out. And that's the thickness of the rim that I want. So again, just plunge the nose in on the centre and then just back hollow out. as you can see, I'm just pivoting the tool here, so when I'm on center, plunge it in a little bit and just rotate it there. So it's just pivoting here on my finger. So that's most of the material out. So what I usually do then is just grab a little round nose scraper, just to refine that last little bit. And I'll just take a measurement and see. And near enough, one more pass. And that's the hollowing done. So now for shaping on the outside. So you can see where the bottom of the cup is here on this one. So I can just transfer that to there. Won't be too far off. And again, with spindle gouge, I can just do a little bit of shaping. I'll just take a look and see, does it match the other one? And I think it does. It's very, very close. But if you're making 5 or 6 of them, use the same one the whole time, just for a reference. So, same thickness here as here. As I said, they're only 8 cups. It's not imperative that they're to the last millimetre. We'll just get them near enough. So I'm happy now with this to get it sanded. So what I'll do is I'll get it sanded and I'll take it back and we'll put a little bit of finish on it. So now that's the piece all sanded. I sanded up to my usual 400 grit, so we'll get a little bit of finish on it. So I'm going to put some citrus varnishing on it. That brings out all the beautiful colour in the walnut. Well, that one is a good bit lighter than this piece. So we'll just burnish that oil in. Just building up a little bit of heat, helps it absorb that oil into the wood. And now with a clean piece, just dry it off. And we're done. So now we can get it parted off. Just the last little bit in the middle. I'll sand the bottoms of them all when I have them finished. One simple egg cup. Empty to look similar. Or as good as I can get them. So we'll leave these to one side and we can make a start on the base. So this is the guy I have for the base. So I just pre-drilled the hole in it with a Forstner bit. Take out this little block of waste. You can go in the bin. So this will be the underside. So chuck it up here and it'll allow me access to this side to put a little recess in it and shape the underside. nice and secure in the chuck. So what I'll do is I'll round this section off first. Just change from slightly bigger tool rest. Now, as I said, my first job would be to throw up this and get it to round. I'm using a 3/8 ball gouge. So now that's the rim all through up. Got a little crack here, but it stops halfway, so hopefully that'll turn away. The other side's okay. A little bit punky, but hopefully it'll be alright. I just threw it up the back face as well, just to balance the piece. So now I can make a start on what will be the underside of our tray. So now I'll throw this up first. So now I'm just going to mark for my mortise. I have my divider set. Something like that. And I leave a fairly wide foot. Something like that. And I want to take the overall size in a little bit to there. That'll be my foot. Bring the speed up a little bit now that it's balanced. Now I'll just refine this a little bit here. So now I can start shaping. I can start shaping now this way. I'll be taking the piece also down to this line as well. Just check this rim because I seen a crack earlier, so this was the side that was a little bit punky, but it actually feels okay now. I don't see any sign of the crack, but maybe a little bit here, so I might just pop a little bit of CA into that fella just so it doesn't get any worse. So now I popped a little bit of CA in this crack. I left it a few minutes, so it's just gone dry. So I'm just going to refine this edge here a little bit. Just a little 1 inch scraper. It's that lovely little angel hair that takes off. You can see the difference in the section I scraped and here. This is end grain, so this is torn out, so this is lovely and smooth. So now we'll just move around and get this section here. So happy with that now, so I can get the underside of this sand. Yeah, really nice and clean. So I get this sanded and I'll take you back when we're ready for the finish on it. So now I sanded the piece up to 400 grit. It cleaned up quite nicely. So again, we get a little drop of oil on it. So again, the citrus burnishing oil. It has a gorgeous piece of walnut. Irish grown as well. Although unfortunately we don't see too much walnut here. So let's have to get a good drop of oil so it's soaked right in. So we'll just turn on the lathe and we'll burnish that oil in with the same piece of paper towel that I applied the oil. Now we'll just dry it off. So that is a beautiful piece of wood. There's a lovely bit of spalting on this side. So now we can get it out of the chuck and spin it around. Just a little nip, not too much. Should be loads. It's nice and secure. So now there won't be a lot of shape to it. It'll just be flat across the bottom. We'll see, maybe put a little bit of detail here if the wood is strong enough. I thought this white area was quite soft, but it's not too bad. Well, it is a little, but it should be okay. So just bring the speed up to about 1000 RPM. So I still have plenty of material in the bottom. Just check out the calipers. Yes, I have a good ½ inch. Although not forgetting that I am on a recess, so I can go down another little bit. I can do a little bit of refining now with the scraper. That's not too bad. So this rim here, now I might just slope it in just ever so slight. I might just put a slight little groove in it. Now, happy with this, it's ready for sanding. And I'll take you back when I have that sanded. So now that's the sanding all done. Again, sanded up to 400 grit. So now we get a little bit of finish on it. That is a beautiful piece of wood, it really is. As I said at the start of the video, I think it was Colwin, I'm nearly sure it was Colwin Way turned this. He done it on a live. I want to leave a little section there in the middle because I need to drill a hole. Yeah, somewhere there. So now we'll just burnish in that oil. I'll just grab a clean piece, dry it off. So now all I need to do is drill a small little hole here. So that will be for the handle, but I turn the handle so it'll have something to grip into. So I'm just going to use a little 8mm drill bit. I only need to go in 3 or 4 millimeters, that's all. So on this lathe I have a depth gauge. So turn the speed down, about 500 is loads. So 0, so I'll just advance till it touches and then 0. So I can go in about 4 mil loads. 4, maybe 4.5. Oh, that's plenty. Because I don't have too much room in the bottom. So I'm finished with this piece now for the minute. Now we just put into one side. Beautiful piece of walnut. And so we want our longer spindle piece now. So this will be for the handle. So the overall length of the piece I want is about 150-ish, which is 6 inches. So we'll be parting that off there. So now we can start putting a bit of shape in this. So the calipers I used on the bottom for the base of the egg cup, so I want to make this the same width. So I'll start by doing that. That was good. Good guess. A little bit smaller, but that's okay. That's okay. So just about a millimetre too far, but that's all right. Just double check my measurement. So I want to part it off somewhere here, 150. So just to keep with the theme, I shall taper this down to here so as it looks similar to the base of the egg cup. And what I'll do here is I'll just turn the shape of a small egg here, and then this will be the little handle on the top. I just stop and check and see if I'm anywhere close. So I can take this up another small little bit. So just put a little egg in the middle of it. I think it looks cool. So I can take away the tailstock now and just tidy up the end of this. It'll waddle a bit, but it should be okay. We'll just take it nice and gentle. So this guy is ready for sanding. So that's the piece all sanded. Sanded up to 400 grit again. So just apply a little oil. It's a beautiful two-tone piece, this with the cambium wood, so that looks quite cool. As I said, I just put an egg in the middle of it just for a bit of detail. But you could put any sort of thing on it, beads or coves or whatever you want. So again, the citrus burnishing oil. Oh yeah, that looks cool. The oil just brings that wood to life. I know I keep saying, but that wood is absolutely gorgeous. So now we just burnish that oil in. You could use any oil on it, you could use just ordinary mineral oil if you want. So now just going to speed a little bit and we'll dry it off. Come up quite nice. So now we'll get it parted off. So, and I can just clean up the little nubbin on the end. It won't be seen anyway, it'll be glued onto the piece. Now we'll just have a clean up here and we can assemble it. So now we just had a little clean up and we can get this assembled. So this was the first piece we turned, was our little egg cup. So I turned the other few off camera. So we have 6 in total. And this was our base, or our tray. Just a little bit of detail in the bottom. I'll leave the recess there, it's fine. And little hole there just for, take the stem or the handle, whatever you want to call it. I just left an egg just for a little bit of detail. So I will glue this in, but it should be a tight fit. No, not so much. It's holding pretty well, but I'll glue it in later on. But I'll get the gist of it. So, and our egg cups just go like so. So they all just fit nicely. See, maybe this camera might be a little bit better for looking at them. So there's our little stem. Nice little two-tone stem. So lovely piece of walnut. So nice fun little project to do, something different than a bowl. And they make lovely gifts as well. You know, it's a simple little shape for the egg cup, little chalice shape. But you can put beads or coves and you know, you could go a little crazy on them if you wanted to, but I just kept it simple just for today. So that was the walnut one. I'll just show you the other one I done. This one was the little bit of spalted maple. Same again, same design on the stem, just a little egg. So yeah, quite nice. Easy to carry. Give you a front on view, the two of them. So there guys, another fun little project. I enjoyed making those. So they won't last too long around here. As soon as someone sees them, they'll be gone. So that'll give me an excuse to make a few more. So anyway guys, if you enjoyed that project, you might tap that like and subscribe and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And I shall catch you on the next one. So get up in your workshop and have a go. Take care. Bye for now.